You know the old adage of if it isn't broken then don't fix it? Well, if we always did that, then of course we'd never have any upgrades. Hi all of you awesome scuba divers out there, welcome to the Scuba Diving Magazine channel, your favourite place for the latest scuba diving news and gear reviews. Yes, OrcaTorch have improved their D710V video light. So this is a multi-output floodlight with white, red and UV output, all over a smooth, wide-angle beam, perfect for bringing some light and colour back to your underwater pictures or illuminating scenes in general. But first, let's see what actually comes with it in the box. So this is how it arrives. Now, full disclosure, the lovely people at CNC sent me the entire photo video light set, and it all came in the same box. So I'm not 100% sure what comes just as the photo set, what just comes with the torch. So I'm going to show you everything basically. The torch itself comes in a little EVA case, which is pretty cool. A bit of impact resistance, and you can repurpose it after the after you first unbox it. Basically, it's not just a cardboard box that gets recycled. Comes with a little lanyard, which is quite handy just to clip it to somewhere so it's not rolling around inside your bag or something. Zippered opening on the inside of the bag, or the case. You get the torch, which we'll take a closer look at in a second. You get a battery, which I promise I'll pop inside of the torch. You get a little leaflet for the rest of the OrcaTorch range. You get a warranty card. It's quite handy to have a warranty card to write down all the information like serial numbers and stuff, and sign up for any extended warranties that might be available. You get the user manual, so you know how to use the torch. You also get a USB-C recharging cable to recharge that battery, because the battery is actually recharged inside. It's all built into the torch. You don't need any charging cradles anymore. You just plug it straight into the battery. A wrist lanyard. It's always nice to have a wrist lanyard to attach it whenever you're using it as a handheld torch. So if you fumble it for whatever reason, it's not going far. Some replaceable 3 replacement O-rings that feel pre-greased, which is quite nice, so that when the ones that are built into the torch, well, not built in but fitted to the torch, eventually wear out, then you have some replacements. That's all in this mesh section. The fitted card, you can remove that should you wish. Yeah, the photo tray section, you have the Snoot lens. So Snoot is basically, it's got a little magnifying glass, you might be able to see that in there, and that focuses the wide angle beam into more of a spotlight, so you can use the torch as a traditional torch. That way you don't have to bring a spotlight and a floodlight on a dive, and it unscrews in the center, because the smallest part will turn it into a laser, basically a really tight beam, and then the kind of this section that screws into the head of the torch is just more like a normal spotlight, just for looking around. The tray itself, you get the tray, which has lots of customizations, as you can see. You get a slightly ball-mounted action style, GoPro style mount. So if you have a GoPro style camera, you can fit it to that. It comes with a single arm, which of course you can fit to either side, or you can add a second to give you a bit more stability. And then you get the kind of, I call them butterflies, the double ball joint, and an actual ball joint mount for the torch, so you can attach the torch onto that and then pose it however you like. These have lots of articulation, so you can really get that perfect angle if you don't want it dead on. But yeah, that's sort of everything available for the new Mark II. Let's take a closer look at it. The torch itself is a very familiar OrcaTorch design, with an A6061T6 aluminium body weighing in at around 222 grams, including the battery. It has a decent weight to it, and it feels good and solid. There's no rattling whatsoever, which you can find on some torches, but not this one. The whole thing measures about 147 millimeters long and 27 millimeters around the tube of the body, which then widens out to 36 mil around the head. 3 LED emitters in the front. There's a white 2300 lumen LED, there's a 150 lumen red light emitter, and 3 10 lumen UV emitters, which is really the main upgrades for this version. The original version of the 710V was a 2000 lumen white light, and it only had a single UV emitter. OrcaTorch have upped that to 2300, and now it has 3 UV emitters. The white light is obviously good at illuminating whatever's in front of you and to bring some of the reds back if you're taking photos or video. The red light itself is used so that you don't disturb marine life. A lot of marine creatures, they can't see red wavelengths of light, whilst we can see them. So that way you can shine the red light towards them and they don't really notice it. They'll notice you, obviously, but the red light isn't going to be like distracting them. So that lets you as a photographer kind of line up your shots a bit better before using the white light or like your flash strobe. The UV light, which is slightly visible to our eyes, is in the blue wavelength of light, but it's still enough to stimulate fluorescent patterns in marine life. And each of those is cast over a wide 120-degree beam angle with a kind of tapered brightness and quite a soft edge. For video lights, you want a very even beam that disappears around the edges so that it doesn't stand out too much in your footage. Conventional torches with like a spotlight, they'll have a very bright spot in the center called a hotspot, and then a less bright corona around that, which can really stand out in your footage. It doesn't look quite as natural, whereas this beam, it's designed for video, so it's built to be gentle. It's brighter in the center, but that gradually tapers off the further out you get to a bit of an edge. It isn't the softest edge that I've ever seen, but it is pretty good, and it's much better than a spotlight. For precision micro work, you can use the Snoot lens to really focus that light into a smaller beam angle. There are 2 settings of that like Snoot lens. Each section kind of screws into the previous. The first section screws into the head of the torch with a very fine thread, and that will give you a kind of a normal spotlight torch, so that you only need to bring 1 torch with you on the dive. The next one, for the very tip and the tightest, has a chunkier thread screwing it into the previous section of the Snoot, and it really does basically boil it down to a laser point. The first section has a handy silicone anchor point, so you can attach it, but just do be careful of it because you can pull that free, so just be gentle with it, and of course, yeah, be careful not to drop it or snag it on something. They're all powered by the 21700 lithium-ion rechargeable battery, which is removable and rechargeable, which is a big selling point for me. When the battery eventually runs out of juice, because rechargeable batteries do eventually die, you can replace the entire battery, and the torch, the body itself, will just continue to function as new. Or you can get a second rechargeable battery. It's a standard size. You can just have one recharging and then another one when you're actually using it in the water. You can recharge it from a USB-C cable, which is a pretty standard fitting on most electronic devices today, so no need for like packing extra charging cradles or a special cord just for this. You can use the same cable to power this as you do your phone. Burn times are good, 1 hour 20 minutes at full output for constant use in the water. That goes up to 2 hours and 40 minutes at the lower 750 lumens for the white light. Red light, if you're just using the red light, it jumps up to just over 4 hours. Doesn't use a lot of energy, the red light. And then for the UV output, you've got 2.5 hours. So plenty for a single dive, maybe even 2, even if you're using that light constantly. And then of course, if you want, you can just top up that battery between dives during your surface interval. You can use the torch as a handheld torch. It's not really what it's made for. It comes with the ball mount that has a nice silicone ring to grip onto the torch body without scratching it. You can slide it either way when you disassemble the torch, but yeah, you can really slide it over the end, over this like silicone band down at the tail. I'd probably put it over that way, just so it's not going over that O-ring seal, and that way you can just screw the bolt down on the body, lock it into into place and then pose it if you're attaching it onto a tray or an arm. That triple O-ring seal gives the torch the 150-meter depth rating, which is far deeper than I can go. So yeah, you can just trust the torch is going to be fine. But yeah, do check on those O-rings every time you do recharge those batteries. You just want to make sure they're nice and clean, there's no dust or anything, and replace any that show any kind of wear. The push button on the head is has a color-coded light actually built into it to let you know the battery level whilst you're using the torch. If the light in the center of the button is green, then you have at least 40% battery life left in that tank. Red light takes you down to 10%, and if your battery drops below 10%, it will start to flash red. Hold the button down for 3 seconds and then the torch will enter a storage mode. It'll flash twice at you to let you know that you're entering storage mode, and then the torch isn't going to turn on accidentally if you press the button. It's just a storage or transport mode basically. When you hold it down again, it then comes out of that storage mode. It'll flash twice again and then you can use the button as normal. One press gets you full power. Press it again, it will drop you down to 750 lumens. The third button press gets you the red light, and one more will give you that UV light. With a recommended retail price of £170 or $165, it is a great place if you're just starting out with your underwater photography and you want to get some inexpensive lights. It's even available with a camera tray with the arm and everything, which is a real good starting point, a good like foundation. It comes with the GoPro style mount as well, so you can have that action camera and a light and everything, and it's a nice neat little package. It's got plenty of mounting options, a lot of articulation in those ball joints, and this is all aluminium, so it is really nice and tough. This section is plastic, but yeah, for the most part is anodized aluminium, so it's good tough, but it's also quite light as well. I've always liked Orca torches since they first came out. They've always been a very reasonably priced brand, and they have great specs for so you get a lot of bang for your buck. And whilst there are technically better video lights out there, you're going to be paying to see that difference, and you have like the red and the UV lights all in one torch, which is just a huge selling point for me. For more information, you could head over to the OrcaTorch website, or of course check out today's sponsor, Scuba.com. Thank you for watching everybody, and of course, safe diving.